Welcome back to another lesson of Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the filter function, how you can use it, and also the advanced method of how you can use filter function. Well, I'm going to be showing you three-step method and how you'll be able to get your exact result by using the filter function. First thing we're going to show you is going to be our basic, or let's say the essential usage of filter function. Then we're going to use it with and then we're going to use its data validation and then filter function, so that you get your specific results by using the filter function. So the first thing you have to know when you are using the filter function is that it helps you to get the exact data from a specific array. Now it can be termed to be a lookup function, so that it helps you to find out that exact data. But what we're going to do is going to be using this array to find out the exact data which we want. Now what we're going to do is, let's say I'm going to select on this open cell. I'm going to type in equal filter. Okay. Now the criteria is this, that you have to put in an array, then include the data, and then put in if you want to. Now, first off, from over here, I'm going to do select the array, as I want only the IDs which contain the exact data I want. So I'm going to click on this cell, okay, or let's say this column. So up till here, I'm going to put in a comma, and now I'm going to do is select the specific city. Now, after I select the specific city, you will see that the array is up till here. Now, as I've put in my city, and which is also the array, I'm going to type in equal, and then which city do I want and what type of ID numbers do I get when I select or type in the specific city. So I'm going to type in double quotation and then type in London. Double quotation, close it off or close the parentheses, hit on enter, and you can see all of the ID numbers that belong to London. Okay. Now, if you want to use another, let's say you want to use another array, you can also do that. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. But in case of that, you have to use another function called and. Now to do that, we have to put in an and function outside of this specific cell. Click on it and you will basically see it from over here. Then you have to put in an asterisk, or let's say asterisk sign. I'm going to type in this over here and open up the parentheses again and select whichever cell you want. Now I want the brand. Okay, I'm going to click on this column now, all of these cells. Now after I put in all of these cells, then I'm going to do is type in equal. Now I only want Fanta or maybe Diet Coke, which only belongs to London. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do is type in Fanta. Make sure to put in double quotation inside, okay, so that it specifies it. Double quotation right over here too. And then what you're going to do is close with the parentheses and make sure to use two closing brackets because we are using two functions inside of it. Hit on enter and accept this correction, and there we go. Now you can see that there are a couple of NAs because those specific results do not belong to London. Okay, so only these belong, or these ID numbers are, let's say we have Fanta and also belong to London. Now what if you want to use the AND function inside of this specific cell too? So you can also put in an AND function inside of this. Type in your AND function, type in AND, and there we go. Open up the parentheses, hit on enter, and there we go. You have your result. So inside of this cell, no Fanta brand is in London. Okay. So now you know how you'll be able to, use filter function with the AND function at the same time. Now what we're going to do is how you can filter data dynamically with Excel. What most of the people do is just copy the exact data, or maybe sometimes use VLOOKUP. Okay. But sometimes you cannot use HLOOKUP when it is in horizontal data. So what do you do to that? Now, first off, what we're going to do is select the specific cell, or let's say specific range of data, and then put it according to my need. Now, first off, I'm going to do is click on this ID option. I'm going to click on equal filter, open up the parentheses, and then you're going to do is select the specific cell, or let's say specific column. So this is going to be our ID number. Then what we're going to do is anchor up that specific data. Okay. So I'm going to do is anchor up, press on F4, and you can see it has been anchored. Put in a comma, and then select the specific, let's say invoice date, or maybe let's put in our city. So here I'm going to select all of the cities, which you see over here. And there we go. Make sure to anchor that value too. What happens is that it selects all of these values. Okay, I'm going to type in equal. Then I'm going to type in L, let's say 3 or maybe L2. I'm going to type in equal L2. And after you're done with it, make sure to anchor that specific data too. But you can also keep it, just relative. Then close the parentheses, hit on enter, and press on OK. And you can see all the values. You can see all of them are 0 because there are no specific cells that are related to this data. Whenever you are using any numerical value, it will give you the exact numerical value. Let's say instead of this, let's put in a numerical value. I'm going to select on this and select this price unit. There we go. Now, if this error appears up, what you're going to do is just non-anchored. You'll see that it will be anchored in a data just like this, okay? What you're going to do is keep on toggling it until you get no anchor or $, hit on enter, and then use the fill header. And there you can see the couple of datas that will appear up just over here. And you can see sometimes the spill error appears up because there are certain data which also meets up this specific, range of data. Then I'm going to use the fill header a bit more, and you will see all of these numbers are going to fill up your criteria. So now you know how you'll be able to get dynamical data converted by using the filter function in Microsoft Excel. Now, what we're going to do is going to be making a data validation table, or let's say a drop down, and how you can convert data very easily by using the data validation option. Now, this is an advanced feature how you can use filter function or filter formula in Microsoft Excel. As you can see, we have a data validation table over here. You can also make it whenever you want. Let's say I'm going to click on equal over here. Then what you're going to do is just select all of these cells. I'm going to do is first off, go off to data, select on the data tool, click on data validation, click on this list option, click on the source, and then select all of the cities. Click on enter, hit on OK, and you'll be able to select whichever city you want. So now you know how you can make a data validation list, or let's say a drop-down list. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, let's say, select on maybe NYC. Now we're going to do is get the specific data we want. To do that, I'm going to do is type in equal filter, select on the array. You can see it over here, put in a comma, and then I'm going to do is put in the include the cities we want, right? I'm going to click on all of these cities, do is keep it on over here, then type in equal, and then I'm going to do is make sure that is giving me the data according to NYC or maybe the dropdown. I'm going to click on this, close the parentheses, hit on enter, and there we go. NYC, this is the value. Now, if we change it from over here, let's say I'm going to click on London. This is the values of London. If I put in Vegas, this is the values of Vegas. Okay, so now you know how this function works in Microsoft Excel and how you'll be able to use it whenever you want. So hope you learned everything in this lesson about filter function and its advanced usages, and also how you can use it with the AND function by combining them together. So thank you for watching this video up till the end. And now let's move on to our next lesson of Microsoft Excel.